up? Yosef L. What up? Who else was that? It says Guileless Forever. Giles Forever? What up? Y'all already in here, huh? We'll see what's popping. That's crazy. How I had 10 likes and only 6 people in here. This thing be tripping. Yo, that girl, what up? Nikki Tyson. What's up? L Dragon Moore. What's that? At Chainham, Current G, Rohan Mason, Dr. Sapphire, Furious Daps, Rahana Israel, Reload 14, L Dragon Moore, got you. Hood Politics, Nate 213, what up? Ray Brown, DJ, what's that? DJ Sherm, Jarrell White, what's that? Yagua, Melanie C, YCN, Stunner, what's that? T Park L. What up? Brian Johnson, Roderick Roche, what's happening? Ace of Spades God. Yeah. Ace of Spades. What up? Ralph McCoy. What up? Jay, what's that? Jay's Owl? Man, y'all be having some funny names. Gregory Salamanca L. Divinely Swag Fool. King Bay. What's that? King Bay Boy. Zyd the Great. What up, y'all? Come on in here. King Darren. Darian, 95. Spread the well. Dub C East 49. What up? Vital Takings. What is that? Vital Talking Points. What up, y'all? There's a whole lot of shit to go talk about again today. So we're gonna have to we gotta get into it. They pissed me off the other day, y'all. So that's why I got the Dragon Moore shirt on. Y'all can see. What up? Eris, what is that? Stir Up. Who else is up in here? What up, y'all? I know y'all seen what they did to the boy. So I got my Dragon Moore shirt on. Kyrie is Aries too, so I had to ride for my peoples. Who was that? Ace of Spades. There you go, baby. Ride for the team. But Kyrie is Aries, so I had to come strong for my boy. Furious Daps, thank you, brother. He said the Khazar Avengers are out in full. That's right, full force on Kyrie. That's right. The Khazar Mafia, they doing it. We're gonna talk about it too. He said, what did he say? Bot Nation. Yep. All right, y'all. So real quick, if you had the package from last week, if you ordered the deal with the Know Your Rights Foundation, you ordered the Great Book of Melanin Research, you got the whole package, everything, including the cupcake notices, both cupcake notices. That's both of these. So if you're waiting, I sent a lot out last week, but I ran out of books. So you guys may be waiting again. I get the books should be here on Tuesday. So I'll mail them out on Wednesday. So for you guys who have ordered, you're waiting on your package, just hold up. You still get these in there. That was the deal I had for October. If you ordered to the end of October, I put both cupcakes into the deal. So, but since I ran out of books, and I won't have any books till Wednesday, I'm going to extend that deal till actually Tuesday. Because if you do it Wednesday, I'll be mailing the books on Wednesday. So if you want the deal, you'll get you'll get both of these exemption notices, these cupcake exemption notices with the whole package, the Please Stop Law package, and the Great Book of Melanin Research. Just order the Great Book of Melanin Research, realnagas.com before Wednesday. So that means by Tuesday night, 11:59 p.m. Tuesday night, that shit is over, because Wednesday, actually I won't be mailing them till about 8, 9 in the morning on Wednesday morning. So if you want, you can slide in there Wednesday morning if you can get in there. But I'm extending the deal just till early Wednesday morning. So right here. All right, everybody. So, oh, really quick, in the thumbnail, what you guys saw in the thumbnail, I want y'all to check this out. This is this brother named, this comic company called Rippaverse. I don't know if a lot of you out there have heard about this. You know, I'm in the nerd world, so I'm into the comics. And so this is a brother who created this comic book company, and it's called Rippaverse. The brother's name is Eric July. Y'all can go look at it. Y'all can go look at his channel. But Eric July is killing the comic book game right now. This brother was pissed off at the comic book world, how all the woke bullshit, all the agenda they were trying to push through comic books, not going towards story and just making it fun and what comics were. And he was like, I'm gonna stop being stop talking about it and being the answer. So he created his own comic book. He got the comic book, the people who do the art from this is the same cats from Marvel and DC who did Superman. So this is real stuff. He spent like $100,000 on developing this whole thing. And then when he released it in the first week, he made $1.5 million. Basically, since he raised money, he had to raise money to pay for most of this. So in this whole campaign, this brother made almost $4 million. Y'all, this is off the chain crazy. Just so y'all comparison, Keanu Reeves, he released a comic book and did a fundraiser for it and only got $1 million over like months and months and months. He got $1 million and maybe $1.5 million. This dude got $4 million in a couple months. So man, let's shout out. Go to this right here, rippaverse.com, RIPPAVER SE, rippaverse.com, and hook up and get. So these are going to be worth a lot of money. This is this brother's first comic book. This is called ISOM. It's called In Service of Man. That's what ISOM stands for. And it's a brother superhero, y'all. Y'all see that? This is a brother. Y'all see the brothers on here? This is brother superheroes and a brother comic book. I don't want to hear no shit about it. We need to create our own shit. We got our own shit. Who was that? King Walk. Appreciate you, brother. So go hook this brother up. This is a brother who's married to a sister, if that matters to you. He's married to a sister. He's doing it. So going over there and hook him up. He has 3 different covers, actually. I got all 3 covers because these are going to be worth a lot of money one day. So this is the main cover. Got this one signed. This is the second cover right here. Look at the artwork on there. This is top notch. DC comic artist, Marvel comic book artist did this. Then this is the third comic. This is the third right here. So go hook this brother up. Go support your brother. This is Dr. Paul. Thank you. Appreciate you. Go support. We want to get our stuff. We want to get our stuff in the game. This is how we do it. This brother is doing it super professional. Just like any of them super comic book companies, he's doing it even better. And he's actually about the customer. So these are 3 #1 editions with 3 different covers. They're gonna be worth a lot of money in the future. Thank you, Ripper. I'm gonna hold on to these, baby. They're gonna worth a lot of money in the future, baby, because I know you're gonna do off the chain. So these are gonna be worth some money. I'm gonna put these in my little collection, and hey, we gonna work it. Shout out to him. Everybody know. Hey man, who's doing that? Dev Woods. Dev Woods. Appreciate you. Man, my eyes are off today, y'all, so I'm having trouble reading the name. Last name first. Thank you. Appreciate you. Tish is in there. Thank you for everybody, all my moderators in there. Conspiracy T. Tish is the most conspiracy girl y'all ever know. But right here, make sure y'all go hook up Timmy Tight Top and the Weed Juice right here. Y'all been buying. I appreciate y'all. Everybody who's been hooking Timmy Tight Top up on the Weed Juices. Go support. This is how we work, everybody. He gets support from the shows that we do, the Zoe show and this show. So everybody, I want you guys to cash mob Weed Juice this week. Everybody, you need to be healthy. Go hook up the Weed Juice. He got all the flavors. The watermelon, that's my second flavor, is the watermelon. But this is the surprisingly sweet weedjuice.com. We live, we love, we juice. Shout out to Timmy Tight Top right here. Go hook him up. And then y'all already know. the Shepherd Sweets. I told y'all about the sweet potato cake. Man, she bought a sweet potato cake. She made sweet potato cakes for the show on Monday. I don't know if y'all saw the show on Monday. We almost had a fight. Dom, I love you, man. Dom, you my brother. But you almost didn't make it out the damn Dom almost didn't make it out of the damn studio, y'all. He tried to hijack the whole cake. She sent this cake for everybody. Well, she should have sent me one personally. I'm pretty hurt by that. But she sent this cake for everybody, and Dom tried to walk out of the damn office or the studio with the cake. Oh, boy, I love you, Dom. Boy, don't you ever do that again. But Shepherd Sweets, go hook up this. She actually had 2 cakes. The other one was the pound cake. Incredible. I had to work my ass off 3-4 days in a row this week to burn that off. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. But Shepherd Sweets, go hook that up if you want the sweet potato cake. It is off the chain. Dom almost didn't make it out of the studio this week because he tried to hijack it. The last one I got to shake, is the Bill sauce. He hooked me up this week, everybody. Bill sauce. I appreciate you, Bill. He sent me some extra. Oh my God. Who is that? Shaman Rob. Oh my God. Thank you. Man, appreciate you. Shaman Rob, man. And everybody hitting that super chat. I appreciate you guys so much. Shaman Rob. Shout out to Shaman Rob. Man, appreciate you. Man. Smuckatelli right here, y'all. Hook up the Smuck. You already see it's almost gone. This is one almost gone. I just got it the other day. But go get the Beal sauce, B-E-A-L sauce.com. This is a melanated owned hot sauce company. We got to support our own, everybody, if we want to get up and rise to the next level. Because we're going to talk about why we need to get to the next level and the fuckery that they're doing to, the people who we deem as, some of our best. Not that they are our best, but they're among our best. So let's get out there and let's support. Schmuckatelli, this is my favorite sauce. BealSauce.com, everybody. All right. So now I want to get into it. So real quick, I have some new subscribers and somebody I've been through this with you guys before, but you guys know my delivery, how I talk freely with you guys. When I'm in my dragon mode, I may curse a lot more. I have 18 aggressive signs out of 22 in my astrological chart. So I bring you information aggressively. I may curse a little bit. I may go in and out of the hood brother sometimes. I may go in and out of the Caucasian person sometimes. I'm all over the place. I've been all over the place, seen a lot of things, and able to mimic a lot of energy to bring you the information. And the thing is, I talk this way because I'm not here just to make you think. There's a lot of people out here trying to push information to make you think. I'm here to make you get off your ass. That's why I'm here. I don't give a shit about you thinking. You sitting back and pontificating and, man, that live stream was dope the other day, man. He was breaking off some shit, man. We really got to think about getting out there and doing that bullshit, doing some shit. Oh, who was that? Dominic Charles, appreciate you. We got to think about getting out there and doing some stuff, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That shit was breaking them in. We really got to think. No, fuck that. Get off your ass and get up there and do something. Figure it out on the job. We are in dire times right now. You have got to get up and move. You ain't got time to be pontificating on shit, mentally masturbating. So when I talk like this, I don't talk like this all the time. And as you know, I can go back and forth. I study words. I'm a wordologist. I can go anywhere from words. But if you understand, people who curse, if you did a study, people who curse are the most intelligent, are among the most intelligent. Did y'all know that? I know a lot of y'all did. But it's because we can pull from so many different words. Here's a quote from the study. Swearing is a feature of language that an articulate speaker can use in order to communicate with maximum effectiveness. So I curse at you niggas to get you off of your ass. If that's not the way you need to hear shit to move you, go find somebody else. Because anything less to me is going to take you time to get off your ass. We don't got time right now. These niggas are trying to kill you. You see, they have declared war on 2 of the top brothers in your community. And what the hell you doing about it? Other than tweeting and Instagramming. This shit is fucked up, nigga. You see what they doing to Kyrie, nigga? Goddamn, nigga, that shit is so fucked up, nigga. Text, send. Like, nigga, well, wait till I get my responses, nigga, because I'm pissed doing that shit to Kyrie and Kanye, man. Fuck. Hey, baby, bring me a drink. got, hey, and the Cheetos off the table over there. I'm gonna wait till my response to see how mad I am. Shit. Hey, ain't y'all mad too? You on your damn you ain't doing shit. What the hell are you doing? Again, so I am here to make you get off your ass. This is why I talk the way I talk when I'm delivering information. I deliver it in many different ways. And if it's not for you, salam alaikum. There's a whole lot of other niggas you can fuck with who gonna cuddle you, massage your balls, rub you, massage your titties and do all that before they give you some information that you might use later on down the line in the future when you feel that you may be able to. Get the fuck out of here with that. I'm not here for that. I don't care about you niggas following me. I'm not here for followers, subscribers. I'm not here for none of that. The universe has entrusted me with some information that I'm supposed to disseminate to you. That's why I'm here. Followers, subscribers, all of that bullshit. I don't care about any of that. Love you. Appreciate everybody that do that. But I'm here on a mission. So let's get to it. You see that they declared war on your boy Kyrie. They declared war on your boy Kyrie, right? On all of you, really. And I'm going to say why. The Khazars, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Khazars. You don't know who the Khazars are, go watch the last week. We got into who the Khazars are last week. They are who are today known as the Hughes. You know, we got to be encoded with the language, but they're the ones who are known as the Hughes today. But they're really the Khazars. They're descended from Khazars, right? T Park L, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. So they've declared war on two of your top brothers in the community. Why? Did these brothers spout violence at that community? Did they go out and spread some vitriol and hate speech about that community? Did they go and be like, you did this and blah blah blah, and you are this, you're the devil? Did they vilify any of them? No. Kanye, all he said was the truth about the industries they run and who are the product of those industries, which mostly are you, especially on the entertainment side of the game. And he was just letting you know, this is how this shit is run. They have the industries on lock, and if you move outside of the boundaries, they will lock the industries down on you, which they then did and showed what he was saying. But this is how they curtail that. They never attack the argument and say if what he's saying is true. They just label you anti this, and then boom, once that label is on you, you're under death mode now. You're untouchable, nigga. You're the plague. Once they put that label on you, and the thing is, most people can never really truly attack that label intelligently when they call them that in public, and they count on that. It's real easy to attack. Like anti. How am I anti? Because Kyrie kind of did it. He tried. But he didn't do it right. He was like, I can't be anti. That's what he kept saying. I can't be anti-Semitic, right? So truly, and if you understand the lineage, you can't be. That lineage goes all the way back to Africa, Sumer, all that's Africa. So if you're going to be, and again, that deals with the language. Being a Semite only deals with the language, right? That comes in the line of Shem. So if you're Semitic, you speak Hebrew, which came in the line of Shem from Iber, all of that. But go do your damn Christianity. Y'all know the damn story, right? So that deals with the language. Because if it dealt with the people, it can't be. And first of all, just so we understand, that shit ain't real. Let's get this shit. None of that shit in the Bible. That shit is not real. It's not a history book. It's an astrology book. It's all about astrology. 12 tribes of Judah, 12 zodiac signs. Come on, y'all. The 12 apostles with Jesus and the Son. Come on. The Son and the 12. Come on, y'all. It's all this. It's the Helios Bibliotext. It's the book about the movement of the sun, the actual sun, the SUN, right? So none of this shit is actually real. But We playing like it's real. They using it like it's real and creating a whole goddamn world off of it like the shit is real. And basically have usurped who that lineage is supposed to belong to, right? Which is your ass. Because Brother Malcolm used to attack that, Malcolm X, he used to attack that question very astutely. When he would say, well, he said, when they asked him if he can be it, he said, how can I be that? He said, if I was that, then, the Semites Arabs, you got Arabs and Africans and everybody who belong to the Semites. So if I was anti that, then I would be against all those people. So I can't be that. So you see how he attacks the actual knowledge? He understands the knowledge so he can attack that. This is what you should be. This is what Kyrie and them should be doing. When they're attacking him on that, start asking questions back. Okay, well, if Semite means everybody who is in this lineage that goes back to Africa, and everybody hit that goddamn like button. It's 500 of y'all in there, and 200 likes, y'all full of shit. Why I gotta keep chastising y'all about hitting the like button? Y'all full of shit. But so if that's the lineage, then are you, when they asked him that question, they need to go back. If that lineage goes all the way back to Africa, and that's my lineage, are you anti-Semitic? Because are you saying that I'm not? That's all I'm saying is that I am that. And because I am that, I can't be that. Are you saying that I'm not that? Because then that would make you anti-Semitic, wouldn't it? Denying the lineage? That's what he needs to be hitting on. He needs to start asking logical questions like that. Boom, start killing them. Boom. But again, so all Kyrie did, so we know what Kanye did. He just broke down the system and how they control everything. Kyrie just posted a video that's on Amazon that anybody can go look up. From Hebrews to Negroes, right? Go check it out. Now, there's a lot of, Hebrew Israelite stuff going on in there. There's a lot of volatile stuff. You don't necessarily have to agree with everything that's going on, because I'm not with hate and all that type of stuff. When they call the Khazars devils and stuff like that. I don't believe everybody can be the devil. When you had them as slaves, who you think they thought was the devil? That's why they thought you was this. That's why they called you this. When you had them in slavery, you was the dragon, which is this nigga here with the horns and all of that. So, that's perception. Somebody, when you call somebody a devil, that means whoever's oppressing you may seem like that person. But, get away from the rhetoric and that type of stuff, and delve with the logic, the actual history. Break that down, because the energy will keep you on some bullshit. They can confuse you with hate and anger and all of that type of stuff. But if you stick to the logic and the actual knowledge, they can't fuck with that. They want to get you emotionally riled with that shit, right? So that's why you stick on course with the boom, 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 boom. So Kyrie is not necessarily as well versed to be able to speak on that yet, right? He's not there yet. He's gaining it. He's getting there. He's a very smart brother too. And he was smart not to go in on it like Kanye did. But then when he just posted it, he's trying to say, like, look, and Jay Williams on ESPN, he said the same thing. Shout out to Jay Williams, because most of them people on ESPN are some punk ass bitches. But Jay Williams was like, where is the backlash for Amazon? It's on their platform. They're making money off of it. And all the rhetoric is in there, in that movie, and they're profiting from it. Where's the backlash for them? No, nigga. No backlash for them. We need your ass to stay in line, and the niggas who follow you to stay in line. See, Kyrie, matter of fact, whether he understands it or not, nigga, when you have a type of following like that, when you have millions of followers on Instagram and Twitter, you are an influencer at this point. And whatever you put out, people will follow that type of stuff. They will follow it. So it can be on Amazon, but nobody would have known it was on Amazon. It was buried. Nobody would have known if you don't go shine light on it. Because so we have to vilify you, because what's being told in there, much of it is a lot of truth. about your history and Africa and history. All of that is a lot of truth. So we can't we can't send people there to that shit. So we got to vilify your ass for putting it out there. So that's what these niggas have done to your boy Kyrie. Then the Nets published. So basically, they tried to make him. They tried to make him write an apology. So right. So they came out and they killed him. They jumped on him hardcore. Right. So I'm sure all of his publicists and all of his, all the dealings, the business dealings he got, said, man, you need to apologize, man. You need, just bite the bullet, apologize, boo. So if you read his apology, you can tell he didn't write that. That was a publicist who wrote that. Probably the Nets publicist who wrote it. And then he offered the ADL, excuse me, $500,000, right? The Nets and him offered them $500,000. But I promise you, it was the net. All of that money was coming from the Nets. I don't think Kyrie offered them niggas a dime, honestly. I don't think, because basically if they suspended him 5 games without pay, which he makes like $300,000 a game or something like that. So they took the money from that, right, to pay off the ADL, to quiet him up. So what happened was, so the owner of the Nets, I think he's an Asian guy, he supports the fuckery that's going over in China, how, the oppression of people in China. He supports that shit. He ain't got nothing to say about that. But now when the Khazars come out and they all uproar, because again, the Khazars are the motherfuckers who run this world. The Bank of International Settlements is called the Tower of Basel. Just called the Tower of Basel, right? So them niggas run everything. So when he upsets the Khazars, and also New York and Brooklyn is major Khazar population in Brooklyn. So you can't upset them niggas. They the ones who come to the game. So he made Kyrie, he said he's unfit or some shit like that to be a part of the Nets, and blah, blah. At this time, he's unfit to be a part of it. Look at the backlash they coming at. All he did was post a video about the history of you and the people in this world who are running things. And the reason, and again, they cannot let the cat out of the bag. Just so y'all know, things are about to get thick. There's an awakening going on right now. There's a, and I don't like using that because the woke motherfuckers have taken that, but there's an awakening going on that's kind of started with this 2020 conjunction. You guys are waking up to information, and part of that is starting to see who is the puppet masters. When the distractions let down for about 1.5 years, you guys were able to sit down and actually start taking in information. That's what Kyrie said. He had about 1 year to sit down and not do anything and soak up a lot and read and study. And this is where he started getting a lot of this information from. That's starting to happen. And so when you start to learn all of this stuff, what happens then? You can't put the genie back in the bottle. You can't unlearn what you have learned. You can only make use of that knowledge for the better in the future. You can only use that information. So if we start to understand, we start learning, damn, none of these industry or all of these industries who bleed us and can and suck us dry and leech off of our energy and creativity and everything else, all of these industries don't want us to know that we don't need them. They don't want you to know that you don't need those industries, especially now where you can directly touch the public at this point to create a relationship with the public. You don't need them as a medium anymore, but they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know what's in control. Just so y'all know, this is and again, them owning all of these entertainment and sports teams and all this and that, this is modern day indentured servitude. But they don't want you to shine a light on that, which is nothing but contract slavery. Indentured servitude is contract slavery. Indenture was another word for contract, because they would take the contract, sign it, fold it in half, the indent in the middle, you would rip it in half, and then you take your half, I take my half, and then when the contract is up, we come back, we put the halves together. If they fit, then the contract is done, right? So indenture is just another word for contract. So when you go and you sign a contract to be an employee, of somebody, that's still the same thing as indentured servitude. You are a contract slave. What the hell do you think a contract slave was? An indentured servant was a nigga said, yo, I'll be your servant for 7 years to 10 years. I'll be your slave for 7 to 10 years so that I can make money to do this, bop, 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 and help my family. And that would sign the contract. But then most of them niggas would die under the contract because the owners would fuck them over. But that's what that shit is. When you go and you sign an application, a job application, that's a contract for you to be a slave of the employer. Again, legally, the term employee means slave, servant. Go look it up. Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition. Employee means slave, employer means master. These are terms that have existed and been existed, and the slave trade has been going on. Who the hell you think was running that shit? I told you. Where is it? Oops. This book right here, y'all better go get this book. Y'all said it was $2,500 on Amazon, which is crazy, which means they don't want you to know shit about it. However, go to, I think it's NOI.org. Go to NOI.org and you can get it for like 20 bucks, I think. Right? So this is, you see who it was created by, right? Go get this book. This talks about the infrastructure of the Atlantic slave trade and who created that infrastructure. I mean, it has detailed information. You understand? It's like detailed information. Like, you got charts that let you know what shit, all that type of stuff. Where this thing came from. I mean, this thing is detailed. You understand? So, if you understand that, then if that industry ended, you think they were just going to let that go? Let that money go? All right, everybody. Good night. We don't have our main product anymore in the infrastructure, but we're good with that, everybody. You know, we had a good run, guys. We had a great run. It's over now. Goodbye, guys. Good luck. No, them motherfuckers was figuring out ways to transform that shit into something else. Indentured servitude? Okay. You niggas is free? Okay. Y'all don't want to be slaves no more? Okay. Word up. We just bring contract slavery right back in this bitch. Because it was contract slavery, indentured servitude first. Then actual slavery was implemented. Right? So indentured servitude first. Actual slavery. Right? Bondage. Then they flipped it back and say, oh, y'all don't want that? All right, that's a little too harsh. Okay, my bad. We get it. Let's go back to the contract. How about that? Okay, good. Don't worry about it. We'll go back to the contract. So they went back to contract slaves. And again, you niggas are the biggest product from these contract slaves. But what happens when you start to figure that out? What happens when you niggas start to say, hey, hold up. I can't say what the fuck I want to say? Just telling the truth? I gotta shut the fuck up. And then you see all of these other brothers, Stephen A. and all the rest of these sports niggas, well, you should just apologize. He didn't say anything wrong because they say he should apologize for what's in the documentary. He didn't put that shit in the documentary. He didn't write nothing. You should apologize because in the documentary, I think it says that the Holocaust, y'all know, wasn't real. Which again, you do your own research on that. But he said it wasn't. In the documentary they said it wasn't real. He didn't say nothing, but they said he should come out and apologize for what they said in the documentary. Is that some fucking ill shit? What kind of bullshit? How am I responsible for what's in that documentary? Look, you are free just like anybody else. You go look at the documentary and you decide whether that's bullshit or not. I don't have to motherfucking apologize for what's in there because I'm telling you to go see a documentary that actually has truth in it. But again, they can't let him get out of control because, first of all, Kyrie is right now, he is the symbol of freedom and pushback against the system because he didn't take the cupcake and won. So you don't think a target is on this nigga's back right now? A major target is on this nigga right now. To where he might not even play basketball anymore. If he doesn't take that shit back, and knowing Aries don't bow down really like that. So if they try to tell him to bow down and take, he may be done, y'all. I know I would be. I'm like, nigga, so I'm like, I'm worth what? How much? 100 million at this point? Peace out, bitches. I'm about to go take this money, invest it in the community, and say, fuck you niggas. And uplift my community. Thanks for the 100 million. Now I'm about to go actually do something that's real. Because this basketball shit is bullshit. It's fake. Winning championships that don't mean nothing for your ass. So you can go to parties with your rich friends and brag. Look, did you see my niggas beat your niggas? My niggas are better than your niggas. Fuck that shit. No, nigga, take that money that they giving you to play a bullshit, fake ass, not real game and go do something real with it. All of you niggas out here who are in the sports world. Y'all need to be boycotting these motherfuckers. You think they got an industry without you niggas? Every last one of you niggas need to sit the fuck down. I mean in all the industry, basketball, football, and baseball, and see how much money these niggas make when your ass sit down. They trying to show you how much power they got collectively. You need to show them how much power you got collectively. But y'all niggas too scared to go without for a couple of weeks or a month or whatever the fuck it is. Oh, nigga, I can't do that, nigga. I need my shit, nigga. I gotta get my bag. I gotta get the bag, nigga. I gotta get my mom. Gotta get my shit. I gotta get my shit. Gotta be nice. I gotta go my whip. Nigga, y'all niggas can't do without nothing for 2 seconds. Those niggas will band together. If they going without, they'll support each other through their goddamn, through whatever the turmoil they going or the lesson they're trying to teach you. They're like, fuck it, we don't need you. We'll band together. You need money over here? Yeah, we'll put in a pot. So everybody, you need money. Everybody who needs to eat, who needs shelter, everything. We'll put in a pot because this is bigger than your ass. The message we're trying to push is bigger than your bullshit ass. So they'll stick together and band together no matter how long, no matter how much fuckery they have to go through for it. You niggas don't do that. All you sports bitch ass niggas. I don't know how many of you niggas watch this goddamn channel, but if you do, if you ain't fucking lashing back, you ain't talking out, you scared to talk out because you think, oh, that's gonna hurt my damn money. And this all they're doing is telling the truth. When you see them trying to whip somebody into shape like that for just speaking the truth, he didn't do anything wrong, say anything volatile, anything violent, anything like that. He just said, all he did was share a goddamn video. When you see that and they say that, nigga, if you share a video, you can't even say what you think. You can't even share to the world what you think. We'll smack the shit out of you. That should motherfucking piss all of y'all off. And if it doesn't, y'all on some bullshit. Serious. Y'all on some bullshit. You got a problem with that, nigga? Come see me, nigga. Nigga, you got a problem with me? You should have a problem with them. Don't have a problem with me for talking to you like this. Have a problem with them for doing it to you. So, shout out to Kyrie. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. For sure. Check this out. Y'all they have an ADL. Oh, King Walk. Thank you, brother. They have what? The ADL, right? The anti-defamation, right? That's their watchdog. That's their police force to go after you whenever you think about saying something. Where your ADL at? How come you don't got one? You should create an anti-defamation league because them trying to say that you not Semites and Hebrews is defamation because you actually are. Where's somebody? Come on, y'all. Somebody out there who has the power to do this. Start the African History League. Why haven't you started that shit yet? Something that compiles all of our history because everybody in the world knows that everybody in the world came from Africa. That's a fact. That's a scientific fact that everybody knows, but nobody want to talk about it, right? Nobody want to talk. We sweep that shit under the rug. We don't want to talk about it. Well, niggas y'all need to create an African History League, compile all this damn history and start telling the truth and say then when they start denying that, say that's anti-defamation on your culture. Why can't you do that? It's known that a non-melanated person can't, a melanated person can't come from a non-melanated person. That's a scientific fact. You can't produce something that you don't have. So we already know where the lineage in the world comes from. So where's the African History League? Get that going. So you make it a sin to even think about talking against you and how you populated this earth, because that's what happened. The African History League. You need to get that going. Some type of anti-defamation league for Africans. You don't have none of that. You don't have none of the infrastructure shit that they got. I told you, how did they get strong at first? They started law. They started law first, law and finance. That's how they got strong first. The pillars of any goddamn of any society is going to be law and finance. And if you niggas ain't got none of that, you're just now starting to get into finance with earn your leisure and all of that type of stuff. But even that information, they're leaving past that. Y'all learning late information. They're moving towards this global goddamn economy, and you on some old shit. The law, though, allows them to implement most of this stuff. This is how they're able to come at you when you say something at them, because they have all these legal organizations to be able to attack you with. You have nothing. And so, truth be told, if you niggas want to go talk to them, you want to go talk about them niggas and what's really going on, you ain't in position to do it. I love you, Kyrie, but you ain't in the position to go back and do that, what you did. Not the way you did it. You gotta be more clandestine about your movements, partner. More strategic. If you out there in the surface and you know they got a target on your back, nigga, you gotta be strategic with your moves, my nigga. Seriously. If you know we don't have the infrastructures to be able to push back against that stuff, this is what you need to be building right now. Y'all need to be linking up, building these infrastructures. Man, they come together, they link up, they do it. I told y'all, I was chilling with them for 8 years. And let me tell you right now, there's some cool ass Khazars out there, for sure. They didn't treat me with nothing but love and respect. So I ain't got nothing against them on a personal tip. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I got treated like a goddamn king. they did, man. I was going on trips, getting gifts, Tahoe skiing and shit. I was living the life, goddammit. And I wasn't acting. They knew who I was. They knew I was into all of this shit. They knew exactly who I was. I didn't hold none of that back. And they were like, yeah, you're the nigga. So I ain't got nothing with them on a personal level, because a lot of them, or most of them, I would say, are some good people. They really actually admire you, who you are. On the low, really. They really admire who you are. Obviously, because they tried to steal your goddamn history. But that's where they really do admire who you are on the low. But it's the ones who are in power and create the infrastructure who will not let the secret be known that this is what's been going on for the whole time, and ain't nothing. They don't want it to change. It's changing. They really don't have a choice. The universe is changing it. You can't unlearn what you've learned. And so all of y'all, I would say, get together, start doing something, start creating these infrastructures, start learning the foundations, what you need. Again, this is why you think the Know Your Rights Foundation exists. You can't do anything if you don't know law and government. That's just a fact. I don't give a shit how much money you got. Because if you this, your law, as you can see, your money don't mean shit. Nigga, all you need to do is get that bag. Nigga, we get the bag. And then, nigga, they can't do nothing to you. Nigga, rich don't have no color. Nigga, rich, nigga, you sure? Kanye was supposedly be a billion. He was supposed to be a billionaire a couple weeks ago. Apparently, he's not now. That's what they say. I don't believe it. But yo, Eric Kirkwood, thank you, man. So you see, Kyrie worth good 100 million. Did that mean anything? Absolutely not. Because they control the infrastructures that create the ways for you to make money. So money really means nothing to them. If I create the infrastructure that produces the way for you to make money, and they're mashing out. You see how they went? Well, we'll get to that in a second. But there's somebody create the African History League and or just our leagues. Right now, they'll say that the NAACP is your fight back, is your pushback organization against defamation. But again, they're turning you went from color to Negro to African American, color to Negro to Black, African American. Now they turning your ass back to colored. Right? So everything, your POC, people of color. There's organizations called Color of Change, right? Right now, they pushing you back to this colored shit. NAACP, national, the national, what is it? National Advancement of something for colored people. Colored people are still in the organization. So colored means not real in law, y'all. Colored means not real. So unless y'all motherfuckers are really getting into this, you're never going to get out of this system. So somebody, please start a goddamn organization. Because I'm doing too much. I already got this organization. I can't start all these 50 organizations. But somebody need to start the African History League, y'all. Compile these histories and then make it so again, play the victim card. These niggas always playing the victim card. Every time you say, hey, don't you do this? Are you anti-Semitic? See, that's a victim. That's the victim card. You can do that too. Shit. Who is that? Hothead blazing. Thank you, brother. You can play the victim card. Are you saying I'm not anti? Are you saying I'm not Semitic? I'm not part of the lineage that comes from Africa? That's not us? Oh my God, I'm so offended. This is preposterous. You gotta start clutching your pearls and shit like they do. Oh my God, I can't believe he said that. Did you hear what the fuck he said? It's fucking ridiculous. Somebody, can anyone hear this? You gotta get on them just like they get at you. Play the goddamn victim card. They play it so damn well, it ain't the only one in the deck. You got one too. You got one and yours is longer than theirs. Yours is older than theirs. So, did y'all hear that, so I don't know if y'all heard, they're trying to hide this information. This is actually some of the biggest news that's come out like since damn near Watergate. This is huge news that the whistleblower came out. There was a report that came out that said all the major companies, and we talked about this before, and y'all, so we kind of knew before, but the report was damaging. It said that all these social media companies were actually working with the government, right? Department of Homeland Security and FBI to suppress your speech. This came out. Working with the government to suppress your speech. So we kind of knew that was going on, but now we got actual evidence. Tweets, emails. They created, Twitter, so Elon took over Twitter, right? So there was a lawyer, Vijaya Gotti, right? She was the person who drummed up the content moderation. Basically, she was the censor queen of Twitter. He went in there, he fired her, right? He fired her right off the bat. And so it was reported that she was meeting with Department of Homeland Security every month to take instruction on how to control your speech. I don't think y'all understand how big this is. The First Amendment is put there because it's the most important one in the Constitution. And I'm talking to Americans right now. I know I have some people who don't live in America, but speech is the most important thing for you as well. But in America, the First Amendment is it's the most important thing, which is why it's first, right? So it protects you from suppression of speech from the government. It's supposed to. But when you start relying on corporations for your everyday conveniences, your everyday living, when you become dependent on these corporations, like their governments, then all the government has to do is lean on the corporation to suppress your damn rights, because the Constitution doesn't apply to corporations. So if they can go in and say, oh, well, we're just making suggestions, we're not telling you to do this, it would be a good idea, we think. Just saying. If you suppressed what they say about the cupcake, it'd just be we think it'd be a good idea for America, where everybody's dying, and we don't want any hesitancy. So if you could just suppress a few of those tweets about the cupcake, the adverse effects, we think that would be beneficial to America. Don't we think that, guys? You don't have to do it though. That's what they were in the meeting. Meaning, do it or we're going to come down on your ass. And so she was happily going back. And remember, she ain't from America, nor was the CEO. So they don't believe in free speech. It was easy for them to be like, hey, yeah, the government should be able to suppress your speech. Bitch, get your bitch ass back to whatever the country you came from. With that bullshit, you in America. Freedom of speech is the most important thing. I need to be able to tell you kick rocks if I don't agree with you. And not be told that I'm some damn terrorist or fascist or whatever the hell because I disagree with you. I'm not American because I don't agree with what the hell you say. So that's the way corporations are going around. So again, I told you back in the day, it's called state action doctrine. If a corporation works with the government and you can prove it to suppress speech, you can sue them. They're liable. So class actions lawsuits are going to be coming like crazy real soon, y'all. So just I would suggest y'all figure it out and try to get in on these if your speech was suppressed on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. They even created backdoor portals for the government to go in and take down people's shit that they didn't like. Basically, look, we're not going to even do it ourselves. We'll just create a little hole, a little link. If you see something on here you don't like, you just go in there and click that button, just go in there and do what you want to do. We ain't looking. I don't even see nothing. Yeah, hey man, we was chilling the other day, man. I was up in the mountains, man. We was skiing, we was chilling. I don't even see. Hey, you don't see nothing, man. Hey, so wasn't the skiing great? So they act like they don't see nothing over their shoulder. You go ahead and click the link and start taking people's shit down, and we gonna turn our back because we don't see nothing. So, and it's still up. Just so y'all know, they didn't take it down. It came out on the news because, again, the news wasn't reporting this because it was always talking about, again, who funds the news? P.F. Heiser Bakery, right? So you didn't see none of this in the mainstream news when it came out. And they left the portal up. They left it up. Microsoft lady said, we need to start working with governments. It's inevitable. What'd she say? I'm surprised or something like that governments, that companies are still hesitant. I'm surprised that companies are still hesitant. It's interesting. Like, we're going to have to get on board sooner or later. Basically, we got to start complying with these governments or shit. If we start doing what they want, they'll leave us alone. That's basically what that was. If we do what they say, they won't fuck with us. So, better you niggas, the public, than us. That's basically what that is. Excuse me. They just passed the buck on to you. So, Department of Homeland Security, this is what they said. The DHS was targeting the origins of the Boogie V, cupcake efficacy, government support for Ukraine, and racial justice. And they were saying they were trying to take down stuff that made people distrust the government. You have a right to distrust the government. That's the whole reason that the Second Amendment is even in there. That if you don't agree with the government, you're supposed to be able to redress the government, for grievances. So you mean address the government? So, hey, look, nigga, I'm not happy with what you doing, government. You full of shit. You killed Kennedy. You did this. Whatever. Even conspiracy theories. You even supposed to have the right to say that. But they're trying to say that they wanted to suppress anything that basically took away support for the government. Basically, that shined a negative light on the government. That's ridiculous. This is absolute fascism, y'all. Do y'all even know what that means? I know that word don't even mean shit to most people no more. That shit was a word that most people in the early 1900s really used to scare the shit out of them. But you probably don't even know what the hell it mean anymore, do you? Y'all don't know what most of these words mean. Do y'all know democracy? Democracy? You don't even have a democracy. Democracy is not even in the Constitution. That's a bad word. That means mob rule. 51% rules 49%. Did y'all know that? So again, if you don't know these things, how the hell we gonna be able to jump in the game and take shit back? How we gonna be able to do any of this if we don't have any of this goddamn information? So again, the government is trying to control everything and flip this into this one world government, move you away from the Constitution by doing it subversively. And they can't do that unless you are apathetic. You just sit back and watch it and act like, oh, this is a phase that we're going through. No, this is not a phase, which is why I say I talk this way to get you off your ass. What have you done for your freedom? I'm going to seriously ask yourself that. What did you do for your freedom? Because freedom ain't free. Look through history. Motherfucking millions and millions and millions of people have died. Billions of people have died for freedom. What have you done for your freedom today? Other than scroll through goddamn post, retweet post on how fucked up it is. Sorry, y'all. This ain't the time for y'all niggas to be sitting on the bench. Y'all got to get in the game or not. This time, right now, in this changing time, and after this conjunction, this really volatile time where they're trying to push the world into some type of new transhumanism, transgender, parents don't have any type of rights, men are women. Man, do you understand the world that they're trying to flip this into? This is complete disharmony with nature. But they can do it if you sit back and don't do anything. Especially just watch it happen. So if you ain't ready to get off your ass and get in the game, turn this channel off, nigga, because I'm ready. I'm about getting you off your ass. Please turn this channel off. Don't sit back and watch me for no entertainment, because I'm not trying to entertain you. I may be entertaining sometimes, but I'm not trying to entertain you. Get the fuck off your ass and get in the game. Do something. Link with somebody. Link with the Know Your Rights Foundation. Link with somebody. And get up and do something. Y'all are too out of the game right now. So at Twitter, so that's what's happening at Twitter. They have basically subverted all of our rights and no one knew anything. No one said anything. Because y'all didn't know. I understand nobody knew that happened. And while that's happening on Twitter, Britain just came out and introduced, and the new prime minister of Britain, did y'all see the new dude who took over Britain? He's supposed to be the first Hindu prime minister in British history, right? This dude is a billionaire, first off. This Hindu dude is a billionaire. His daddy's a billionaire. He's worth around 700 million. His daddy's a billionaire. His wife, daddy is a billionaire. she worth a few hundred million. And the wife's father owns a company that's creating the software for the social credit score. Told y'all about this social credit score that's coming. They already got it for corporations, the ESG. That's how they're slowly introducing it into society with the ESG score, introducing it through corporations. Corporations are supposed to condition you for this shit. Because you are so attached to corporations, all the corporation just has to do is change. And because you're attached to the corporation, you automatically change through osmosis. That's the plan, right? That's the plan, what they trying to get you to do, right? But so Britain, he came out, he said, yo, we're about to introduce the central banking currency, the British central banking currency, digital currency. It's going down, y'all. With that will come a digital ID eventually. So what he said at first is just going to be, they're going to release it along with the pound, right? You see the pound going down. The dollar is bigger than the pound, which is crazy. The pound has always been bigger than the dollar because it was backed by gold. So it's just crazy how they're fucking with the system. But he said it's going to be alongside with the pound for now, right? And I promise you they're going to crash that goddamn pound, and it's only going to be the central banking currency that you're going to be able to get, that they can cut off at any time. They can tell you that you can buy this, but you can't buy that. You can go here, but you can't go there. If y'all don't fight back against that, y'all, man, this is going to be crazy. This is the agenda for 2030. They're trying to implement this by 2030, which is why they're soft introducing it to you now. Hey guys, we're just saying this is something to help the system. We're going to go along with this. This is to improve the system. Then once you get used to that shit, they slowly phase out paper money and all the rest of that shit. Be like, see, it's better, guys. We told you. Got that paper money out your day. And you have nothing else. Just these digital currencies, these digital cryptocurrencies, that can be cut off at any time. If an EMP hits, you have no more money. So I know the hype about digital currency has been going up for the last few years, but it's not something you should invest all of your shit into because it's nothing you control. Don't ever, ever, ever give up all of your control. Understand, anything that within your power to manipulate for yourself, for your future, don't give all of that shit up. You can say, all right, that looks good. I might invest a little bit in here over there, but don't keep all your eggs in one basket like that. Cryptocurrency, if you understand and you're logical about it, you don't control any of the grid, the electrical grid. You don't know computers. You don't know how to code. You don't know any of that. So how can you really secure your money in a digital world? You cannot. They can tell you everything about it and you can get hyped about it and believe what the fuck they say. But at the end of the day, the damn market was at what? The cryptocurrency was at what? 70 something a year ago? And that shit is where now? So it lets you know who really controls that shit. They didn't at first. They figured out a way to control this. They control this the crypto game. But now that they got control of it, they want to introduce the central banking digital currency to you. All right, we got control. We can crash it, right? Anytime. With at any point in time, we can crash it. Okay. Hey guys, guess what? Digital banking currency. It's the greatest thing ever. You know, the dollar was great. We rode on that for a while. Yes, the dollar's great. We're gonna keep it. But central banking digital currency is for the future. We making this for you guys. We're making it for you because we know you deal with your phones. And we don't want you to deal with paper currency. So it's gonna be right here, guys. So this is how they come and again soft introduce you into this shit. Then while they're doing that in Britain, they're working on something called it's a new anti-protest bill. They're trying to make it illegal for niggas to protest in Britain. Y'all, when y'all see stuff like this happening in these other countries, it's just a matter of time before they introduce it over here. We just have more controls over the government in America. So y'all don't understand how intricate the government system is. That constitution, how intricate and how hard it made it for them to come in and take over America. Even though those motherfuckers who wrote it was on some bullshit, they were some punk ass bitches. A lot of them niggas was on some bullshit. But they created a document that was an excellent document. Now they learned it, they learned it from the Native Americans. They got it from the Native Americans. But it's an excellent document. It's a trust document, and it locks up the country and makes it so it's almost like a blockchain where they can't really change anything because because it's compartmentalized like that. So they have to move around the Constitution in order to get to you, in order to get to your freedom. So the way for you to save your ass is to go learn how the foundation that your country was built on to make it free. I know you like, well, this ain't my country, nigga. We was bought over here. We was taking our land, was taking what? Fuck all of that, nigga. What you got right now, nigga? You ain't got nothing right now. They're trying to take it right now. Unless you can go to the government and say, hey, I'm an Aboriginal. I'm a Moor. Give me back my land. This is my shit. I want it right now. If you can't do that right now, then you need to figure the best way out for to stop this bullshit from happening. And right now, that's going to be you learning the Constitution, especially for you niggas who are still in the system. If y'all still in the system, the best way for y'all to get around it is to learn that Constitution, because it was put together by those so-called the upper class colonists in order to benefit niggas like you or people who knew the Constitution. There's holes in it. There's all kind of safeguards in that shit. So I know I'll be preaching to y'all about this shit, but right now I don't even like preaching about it. Just so y'all know, man, I ain't even one motherfucker who's on this like this. I want y'all to know. The reason I'm on this, I'm a boxer. I'm a martial artist. So when I see somebody coming with the death punch or a death kick, I try to figure out the best way to defend against it. Not that, Oh, you know what? Back in the day, nigga, the ancestors, they used to have this dope ass style, nigga. The way they used to do shit like this and black nigga. If their style has evolved 20 million years past what your ancestors used to do, you need to learn the new style today. Stop talking about what your ancestors used to do unless you can work it as well as they can today. Shut the fuck up and learn the new shit. Learn what they're doing to whoop your ass and learn how to counteract that. That's why I be on this law and government shit so much. Not because I love this bullshit, because it's the best defense on what they're doing against you. Trust me, I've seen it. So, get in the game, everybody. And I'm gonna say, you already know my my motto. Then they killed your boy, the rapper cat, the Migos. Now I don't listen to the Migos. I don't shout out to the brother. I'm gonna say condolences to his family. You know, peaceful journey to the brother. I think his name was Takeoff. And man, if you saw the video looked weird. It looks weird. He wasn't doing anything. He wasn't even gambling. He was just standing around. Quavo gets into an argument with a dude. Then Quavo tries to quash the argument. He said, all right, we out. It's like somebody tried to stir up some bullshit. They wasn't having it. Quavo was like, fuck this, we out, right? As soon as he say we out, blah, 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 blah. That's when wait a minute. That's when you start black. All right, we out. Clap, 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 clap. So he gets hit with a straight bullet, right? Ain't no such thing as a straight bullet. A bullet hit you and had your name on it. So, you know, if you got hit, it was meant for you. Now, I would say you can't put yourselves in positions for things like that to happen. Tafiq Bey, thank you, brother. You can't put yourselves in positions like that to happen. Those brothers are worth $100 million. Why are you gambling? For even whatever it was. They say it was $17,000 they was gambling for. That ain't no money. To you, in the Migos, that's like 17 cents. $17,000? You got I'm sure they had a watch that cost $100,000 and a chain with $100,000. You gambling for $17,000 so that you can still flex that you got, that you steal from the street. You got street clout. When that's not your world. If you're gonna do that, then control the environment. Have a crap shooting area at your mansion that you can control where niggas don't come in with no gun. What the fuck are you out there shooting shit for? Shooting dice, nigga. So, man, they will keep us, they will get us out of the, you know, you rise to a certain level monetarily, but mentally you stay in the same position. You stay in the same place, which lets you know that money don't really mean shit. You need to get this information. Information is king and queen. Then what you do with it. Not just compiling and then sitting back like, ooh, nigga, there's some great ass information back here, ain't it? This shit is awesome. Nigga, I know so much now. I didn't know anything before, but I know so much. Oh shit. Niggas are gonna be just bamboozled by what I know. In the next couple of years, I'll tell them. No, you learn the information, you use it. The acquisition and application of knowledge is true power. Y'all know the motto for real Nagas. So, man, that's pretty fucked up about the boy at the Migos. I want to say shout out to him and his family. But you got to start changing your consciousness to get away from that, to get away from the lower vibration. People who you are around who see you shining, they try to usurp some of that light. They get jealous. They ain't trying to say, oh, this nigga came back to the hood, he fuck with us. No, they like, fuck that nigga right there, nigga. Why you got more money than me, nigga? I'm the same as you, nigga. I can rap too. I got flows. They be hating. You can't stay around that type of stuff if you try to get big unless you're doing something positive, man, to thwart that damn energy. So shout out to the Migos, brother, man. Then Did y'all see that? And then there's a lot of weird stuff with the numerology going on with it that you already know. I don't get into the gematria because I don't think he was no big. I mean, it was probably a sacrifice for something. They were talking about there was a sacrifice. It was Halloween, Hallows Eve, opening up the gates and all of that, the portals. Yeah, you can talk about all that, but unless the sacrifice was for something important right now that you can point out, why are you dealing with that? What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean to you if it was a sacrifice? What does it mean to you? Is that gonna help you right now with these niggas trying to suppress your speech? With these niggas trying to tell you that you don't have any more rights as a parent? When the child goes to school and confused and tell them that if they're a boy, they're a girl, they're a girl, they're a boy. All right, hey, great. We'll go with that. All of these things are going on in the world, and y'all niggas want to be distracted by bullshit. That doesn't mean anything. You're so sensationalized or such sensationalist that you want to be you need something to spark you up all the goddamn time. Guys, they count on that. They count on it. They need it. So while they're doing that, the pro-vaxxers, the pro-cupcake niggas, the pro-cupcake people, now they want amnesty, guys. Hey guys, we're sorry. we need to apologize to you. We need to forgive each other for everything that went down in COVID. You're sorry. We're sorry. Wait a minute. What the fuck we need to be sorry about? Hold on. Wait. We're sorry? Why are we sorry? Everything we said was true. Said that the cupcake started in the Wu-Tang lab. Said that the alternative medicines that they had for it would work. And they said, nope, that's horse, whatever, the horse tranquilizer. Y'all said that anti-V's was the problem, and all of them deserve what happened to them. They needed to die. Yeah, all of this bullshit. They was praying, they was tap dancing and crip dancing and crip walking when people died. When they said uncupcake people kicked the bucket, they was happy as shit. Now that it started to come out that people who got 5 Boost Mobiles is kicking the bucket. That it doesn't, wait a minute, I got 5 Boost Mobiles and I still got it? So getting all these Boost Mobiles did what? Absolutely nothing. So I was wrong. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Please forgive us. We need amnesty. We need amnesty. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what Kobe Bryant, shout out to the great Kobe Bean, what he told Mark Cuban when the Lakers were going to redo Kobe's deal, and they were saying Kobe was on the last end of his career. And make sure everybody hit that damn like button. 600 and something likes. Come on, everybody hit that like button. When Kobe was on the end of his career, and they were going to give him another contract, and they were paying him they was like, oh, we're going to give him $28 million per year, which ain't nothing now, because niggas is making $40 million a year. Kobe should have been making that. But they gave him $28 million a year on his last contracts. Mark Cuban said they should have amnestied Kobe. Basically, amnesty Kobe was like, that was a contract that you can amnesty a player. You could take him off. It was an older player. You can amnesty the guy, take him off, and then not pay him, or it was some shit like that where you didn't have to pay him, right? Basically trying to get out of the contract with Kobe. Kobe heard this shit and said, huh? He went down to Dallas, and they played the game. It's called, go look it up. It's called the Amnesty game. Go type that up in YouTube. Kobe went down there and dropped like 40-something on them niggas. Damn near 50 points. Hit the game winner and told Mark Cuban, amnesty that, bitch. He said, amnesty that, nigga. So I'm going to say what Kobe did. Amnesty that. Y'all get no amnesty for all the vitriol that you spewed on the people who were just hesitant and concerned about their health over something that wasn't proved, a new experimental cupcake, experimental drug that no one knew anything about, and you thought because the government says you're supposed to take it that they're the most trustworthy people, when everyone knows the government lied to you every second of every goddamn day. But all of a sudden now, and also drug companies, they're telling us the truth. Drug companies who are corporations whose business is for you to make money off you being sick. But all of a sudden you want to believe that these drug companies have made something to heal you, when the bottom line says that they're supposed to make money for their shareholders, which means if they make money off you being sick, why the fuck would they heal you? Does that make any sense? But no, they said it was going to work, guys. Hey, I got my 5th Boost Mobile. 5. Shit, I'm all good, baby. I'm all good. I got 5 of them bitches. So you get no amnesty. Not that I hate you, but yeah, nigga, you don't get to be forgiven for shitting on people when at the lowest time in history, and then be acting like, oh hey, we didn't know. So that happened. That does not happen. So, well, that's popping. Well, that's going on. The Democrats, the bitchocrats, they say they're out there. The narrative now is democracy is on the ballot. So, election is Tuesday. And I told y'all, local elections, you can affect local elections. So if you guys are still in the system and you're registered to vote, I would advise you, if you want to see some change going on, y'all may want to get involved in these local elections. That electing school board members and city council people and all that type of stuff. Because this is where they implant their agents in order to control everything locally. So you can control that. You can get those elections. You can control those if you band together. So they said that democracy is on the ballot, meaning if you don't vote for us, ain't gonna be no more democracy, yo. That's it. That's a wrap. It's only democracy if you vote for Democrats. wait. That's it. I am democracy. This guy. They are tripping. Democracy is on the ballot. They're absolutely right, though. Let me say that. They're telling you the truth. It is on the ballot. If you pick them, who are coming in with all these crazy ass this is agenda, these policies that they're coming through and try to flip America, what they call social change or social engineering you into a one world order, so that they can fit all these pieces together like a puzzle. That's what they're trying to do. They're formatting each country individually so that ultimately they can come together like a little puzzle, right? So if they're doing that, you see the hoocrats, and let me tell you, all these niggas are all these niggas are bitches. Niggas Republicans, all of them motherfuckers are bitches. They all take money. They all fucked up. Let's just say this. However, like I said, what's the most feasible for you at the time? The hoocrats are globalist. They are trying to destroy the old America, where you are the sovereign. The people are sovereign. Do you understand what that means? Sovereignty is within the people. And you hand over that sovereignty to the government, right? In order so they can wield it in your benefit. So they're trying to destroy that part where you have no more power, meaning the people have no more power. It's within the corporations. You do what we say. We're going to make life easy for you. We're going to do that. We're going to make life easy for you guys. Look, you don't have to have any money. You're not going to own anything, but you're going to be happy. Okay? Isn't that great? You don't have to worry about putting money in the bank. You don't have to worry about a banknote. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. You're not going to have any of that, but you're going to be wonderfully happy. Get the entire fuck out of here. This is what they have coming for you, though. So if y'all don't, again, if you don't get up and start pushing back, you're at the time. This is the pivotal point right now where things are swinging. They don't have control over everything. They're trying to push it their way, which is why they're trying to control your speech and this and that. They don't have control over these things. We're talking back. We're pushing back. We're seeing a lot. So again, I'm not trying to shit on people sharing information. Do that, please, for sure. Do not stop sharing information. Going over, please do that. That's getting the word out. You have to do that. But you just can't do that. You have to start linking with people and creating the pushback for the systems that they're trying to push on you. And you got to make your voice heard. If you're not there in these meetings, in these city council meetings, in these school board meetings, and any of these things where they're making the law, they're making the policies. If they don't hear you, then you don't exist. That's just the matter of it. They don't hear you, then you don't exist. Democracy is on the ballot. Then, while that's happening, the lead investigator, remember I told you about the Nord Stream pipeline, right? They said how America promised that they was going to take it out. So we promised that. Biden said they won't have one. How are you going to do that, Biden? It won't happen. Just say it's not going to happen. This nigga just said that, right? So then when it happened, oh, Russia blew it up. Wait a minute. Didn't you say you was going to blow it up? or allude to the fact that you were going to blow it up? No. I was just playing, guys. I was just bullshitting. It was Russia. Putin. So there was an investigator from Sweden that got smoked. The investigator for the lead for the pipeline, the lead investigator, I forgot his name, like Odell or something Odell. The lead investigator for the pipeline sabotage was found dead. The nigga, the nigga who was investigating the pipeline to see if it was sabotage or who sabotaged it, he all of a sudden turned up dead. What did he die from, guys? A bee sting. Yeah, he died from a bee sting. Tell me, this nigga who's the investigator, one of the most important investigations in the history of investigations. All of a sudden, this nigga dropped dead from a bee sting, and then they cremated the nigga within an hour. These niggas they can't make this shit up. This is the funniest shit. I mean, dude, this is absolutely hilarious. And they want you to believe that this nigga died of a natural cause of allergy to bee stings. And then they cremated the nigga within an hour, or an hour or two. So, guys, they're taking this motherfucker over. This is the full game plan in effect. I know we may be confused and watching and looking around and figuring out, all right, what the fuck do we do? Yo, courage to change. Thank you. Man, everybody hitting that super chat. Love y'all, man. But this is our time. And believe me, man, when again, as a martial artist, when I see somebody skilling up, I'll go back to the old kung fu movies. When a dude got his ass whooped in the old kung fu movie, black belt theater, kung fu theater, what happened? That nigga had to go and learn a new style for 3 years. He had to go. You didn't see that nigga for 3 years. He training with the new master. Oh, he's getting killed and shit. Who was that? Mike Swagger. Thank you. He getting his ribs turned out. Oh, master. For 3 years. After that 3rd year, everything the master throw at him. That nigga blocking everything. And he got the master by the throat. Ah, master, I have you, master. So that's what you got to do. You got to go learn your style. When you see them niggas with the death style, you need to go learn the better style. Go watch Fist of the White Lotus. And for all your... And I'm not telling you to watch it because it's a great kung fu movie, one of the greatest kung fu movies of all time. But I'm teaching you because it's a lesson, right? There's a lesson in it. Fist of the White Lotus was about this dude named Padme. He was a Shaolin monk who stole the books to the Shaolin styles and created his own style, right? Then he created a style. He had iron body. Basically, you could not penetrate this nigga's body. Iron. So you would stab him in the neck. This nigga would laugh, right? In the ball. Not there. So you had to learn. Basically, he had one vulnerable spot, and he was able to move his vulnerable spot around his body. So even if you found out where it was, he might move it that damn day, and you might not know where it was. So that's how these niggas are. They Padme with the iron body style. You need to figure out where that damn where the vulnerable spot is. Just so you know, it was in his hands. I'm sorry to ruin the movie, but the vulnerable spot was the nigga's hands. he moved it to his spot, right? So sorry, I should have said spoiler alert before that, but it's still a great movie. But the government is Padme with the iron body style. And you are trying to, he's blocking that. No. So you got to figure it out, guys. So while that's going on, while that's going on, sorry. You see Elon, your boy Elon, he fired 3,700 niggas at Twitter. 3,700. He said he's going to fire 5,000, which I still think is coming. This is just the first round of layoffs. But the nigga fired 3,700 people at Twitter. And this nigga really became the devil. I know people tweet, man, you see the Baphomet costume Elon wore? He was tweeting for nigga. Yeah, nigga was trolling. This nigga, ever since he wanted to buy Twitter, he was the greatest nigga in the world before he wanted to buy Twitter. SpaceX is linked with NASA. He's helping NASA with his technology. The electric cars, he's helping the world with the climate change bullshit. Then Starlink, this nigga's free. He's giving free satellite to motherfuckers. He was the greatest person in the world to them before he wanted to buy Twitter. When he wanted to buy Twitter, this nigga became the devil. So he basically trolled them and said, "Oh, I'm the devil. All right, well here it is, nigga." So he was trolling them with the Baphomet costume. But what happened is he went in there, nigga fired 3,700 people, right? Locked them out. This happened yesterday. This happened literally yesterday. He locked 3,700 people out, right? So what happened was so he fired the whole moderation team. People, basically the people who were suppressing your speech. They had a human rights team. They had all these people monitoring your speech. It was crazy. It was insane how many people they had monitoring speech. So he fired all them. But the reason he fired them because all the advertisers now started to pull the money from Twitter, right? I told y'all, he stole their number one medium of control, social media control or social control for the world. He stole it, nigga jacked it. Give me that shit, bitch. They ain't happy with that. So they trying to find 50 million ways to destroy that nigga. Tesla stock then went down. You see, they pulled the advertising. I mean, now he's losing $4 million a day. Twitter is losing $4 million a day. So he said, all right, bitches, since y'all want to take the advertising, I got to fire 3,700 of you niggas now. Because the activists on Twitter were basically going to the groups, the activist groups, all these leftist people who worked at Twitter were going to the activist groups and saying, we need you to be loud and spark the advertisers to be and say they're gonna pull out of Twitter if he does this, and this. So they went and they talked to him. He said he didn't change anything, but they pulled out anyway, right? To try to basically let this nigga know we own you, nigga. So they pulled out. So he said, all right, then y'all go pull out. I'm firing 4,000 niggas. He fired 3,700 of them niggas. Y'all don't get to come back. Peace out, bitches. Deuces. So, and then he said, well, if y'all hadn't pulled out, if y'all hadn't told the activists to go pull their advertising dollars, I would have had money to pay you. That's what he told them. I would have had money to pay you niggas if y'all didn't tell them to pull out. So the best thing about that was Pfizer, or P.F. Heiser Bakery, they pulled their ads from Twitter. The P.F. Heiser Bakery pulled their ads from Twitter. Tell me that ain't the greatest thing. The dude, I'm trying to tell y'all, this shit is not working for these niggas. The PF Heiser Bakery pulled their ass from Twitter, which is the best goddamn. I say, don't take them back. If they want to come back and advertise, say kick rocks, because that'll show you. That'll show that you're really trying. That you don't. You're not dealing with the system. But this nigga is the devil, y'all, at the moment right now. And then he had the ADL go. He had to meet with the ADL again. I told y'all need y'all own ADL. Where's the AF? It was the African Defamation League. We need our ADL. They got the we need the African Defamation League, or whatever you want to call it. But the ADL met with him because they were trying to say that again. Remember now that they're trying to let him say don't let anti-speech on Twitter, because now all of this is coming out, right? And so you have a lot of people backing Kanye and Kyrie, but they don't want this speech to be put around Twitter. So they went there to make sure that nigga suppressed that speech about them. But he was like, look, man, if it ain't against the law, if it ain't against the law, I can't suppress it. So they went and told everybody to pull out. General Motors, the airline that pulled out. I mean, all of these niggas they halted advertising on Twitter. So basically trying to say, all right, we're gonna see what happens. So this nigga is the devil. This nigga is the absolute devil. But if y'all don't, for all y'all who think this nigga is controlled and all that, if y'all not seeing what's going on, this nigga is absolutely not controlled by the niggas, because they wouldn't be trying to destroy the nigga if he was controlled by them. If this nigga was controlled by them, why they trying to destroy him? And I mean everybody, including the Khazars. They're trying to destroy that nigga because they can't have free speech out there. Do y'all know that they put this nigga? One of the newspapers, they put an article out and put his face with Hitler and said under the guise of or suppress something under the guise of freedom of speech. So basically what they were doing is linking Elon and Hitler, which is insane, with freedom of speech. Basically trying to link freedom of speech with Nazism. Do y'all see what they trying to do? If that's not a blatant, it's not a blatant statement of saying we're trying to take down freedom of speech. We're trying to link freedom of speech to motherfucking this nigga. That's insane. That shit motherfucking rile all of y'all up. If that don't get you going, they trying to say freedom of speech. Wait a minute. Is freedom of speech is linked to that? How the fuck, if I'm able to speak? He was trying to suppress people's speech. But again, if they can get the narrative pushed, that's all they need. So this is what's going on, y'all. Again, y'all need to know what's going on. And again, the change is not going to be pretty, y'all. The cutting of the strings, of the puppet strings, is not going to be pretty. I ain't saying it's got to be violent, but it's not going to be without turmoil. It's not. Any type of change like that. Sylvester Johnson, thank you, brother. Oh, thank you, man. Just trying to bring the info to you. But any type of change, and not any type of change. Let me say that there's two types of change. There's violent change, and then there's harmonic change. Harmonic change is a seed being planted into the ground, and it's growing and doing and becoming what it's supposed to be in due time. That's called evolution, actually. Evolution means the unfolding or the unraveling. So a tree that you see, this super huge tree, has always been a tree within that little seed. It's always been there. And it excuse me, it evolved into what it was, but it doesn't mean changed into what it was. It was always that thing. It just unfolded to reveal to you what it always was, right? So that type of change, it stays forever. That's the type of change that lasts. Violent change can also be taken down through other violent change, which is why you shouldn't be. This is why all of those times failed. When you tried to come back and push back and boom, boom, with all the smashing on them and all that. No, you don't need to do that. Learn the rules to the game. Do you understand how easy it is to play the game when you know the rules to the game and you don't misstep? You don't gotta take 15 million steps because you don't know which way to go. You trying to learn the damn lay of the land. You don't need to do all that. When you learn the goddamn rules, you know which way to walk from the jump. This is what you need to be doing. Again, they don't want you to know that. They will say everything they can to keep you from being interested in learning the system. Everything to try to distract you. What you think is, look at what's going on right now. Who they're vilifying right now. They're vilifying Kyrie, they're vilifying Kanye. Why are they doing it? They're doing it because they're telling the truth about what's going on in the system. And so how do they distract you? They distract you by all the backlash they place on them by labeling them a certain term, and then they just sit back and don't have to deal with the actual implications or the challenge of the information. They don't have to deal with any of that as long as they can always cause a spectacle for you to be distracted by. Let's send the dogs after Kanye. Let's send the dogs after Kyrie. Then these motherfuckers are going to be so busy thinking about them niggas, the light is going to be off of us. But when the light should be on the people who are running things, because it is an indentured servitude system. Again, anything that you sign to where you become an employee of someone else, meaning you're not on the same level, you're lower than them, it's called contract slavery. Athletes, you should be making first of all, what you should be doing is making corporations out of your name. All of you athletes should be making a corporation out of your name, a C Corp or an S Corp or an LLC out of your name. Then you should be contracting with companies who want to hire your services. Then it's now it's on an equal level. You don't contract to work for them or to be lower than them. They're contracting your service like an independent contractor. They're not your boss. You're not under them. It's a contract to come together. Now, this is how people are supposed to be doing business, corporation to corporation. But when they come to you, they say, hey, they come to you as the corporation. They make you sign a contract. Now you're a slave of the corporation. Oh, Mrs. B, thank you. He says, I will be at that bookstore getting several books. There you go. So, this is what they do to you. They make you a slave or an asset of the corporation instead of becoming a partner of the corporation. This is what they're doing. This is why you call them owner. This is what, do you understand? They trying to change the name now because they see how what it implicates. Oh shit, man, we got to get away from that owner shit. We call us business partner. No, you need to really be business partners with them, not just in name, in contract. So stop contracting with them as in flesh and blood person. Go make a name, make a corporation out of your name. What was that? Leah P, thank you. Make a corporation out of your name and then do business to business like that. That's how you get back at them. So you got to flip the game on them. Sorry, y'all. This if you don't change the system and learn the system and try to mimic what they did to take control of the system, how the hell you think you're gonna do it? You're not gonna take it over violently. I promise you. That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. They have too many controls over the shit. You are going to have to sit back for a second, learn, and then be strategic about your movements within the game. Just like they are. They are super strategic. These niggas are playing super chess. They playing alien chess while you niggas is shooting marbles. That's what they doing. So again, get in the game. All right, y'all. You know the government lab? There's a government lab. Well, that's going on. There's a government lab in Maryland working to create a hybrid monkey pea. Did y'all see that? It's a deadly monkey pea. Was more deadly than the one they got now. It's a hybrid monkey pea. Do y'all see that? This is the time of the cupcake world order. The Boogie V cupcake world order. This is how they're going to control you through fear. through fear of death, through Boogie V's. Who is that? Mac N, thank you. Fear, fear, fear. Oh, don't catch it. Don't catch it and die. Oh my God, here's another one. We got another boogie. We got another cupcake. Here's another cupcake. They just shooting cupcakes like free throws at you. Like, you just got your mouth open like a goddamn basket. So again, the only way around that is to be healthy. You gotta take back your health system, your bodily health. Clean your system. Call Dr. Russell Herbals. I'm about to get, hey, Dr. Russell, I'm about to be on you, man. I'm about to call you in about another 3 weeks when I do my yearly cleanse. So this is going to be the super cleanse, everybody. You take many cleanses, but this is the super cleanse. This is going to be my 2-monther. It's coming up December 1st. Y'all can do it with me if you want. 2-monther, though. Got to get it out, baby. All these turkey burgers I've been eating this whole year. I got to get all that shit out. So, but you can go Dr. Russell Herbals. Excuse me. But yeah, the government lab is creating a new monkey pee. Just like they created the new Boogie V that's 80% deadly. I mean, if they're not showing you what they have in store for you down the line, man, you have to see it. You can't live the way we used to live, unhealthy, uneducated, uninvolved, unactive. Come on. This is the new way you have to be. And if you don't, hey, die. They're going to be a slave and die. Do that. You can absolutely do that. Go watch the new Andor, y'all. That shows you what the Empire in this new Andor is ill. It's really evil as fuck. And that's really what these people are. They're the empire that you're going to see, that you'll see in Andor. So go watch Andor. Great damn show. One of the best shows, Star Wars shows that they've ever made. Very great writing, but it shows you the importance of fighting back, rebelling against an oppressive power, which would be the Empire. The Empire is supposed to mimic the Nazis. They're supposed to mimic the Nazis in the war, World War I. So, or World War II. So, just so y'all know, man, it's not gonna be easy for us to get out of this, but we can get out of it if we just buckle down. So, did y'all see Dwayne Wade? See, this is part of it. Dwayne Wade joined the Alphabet Mafia, basically just to get clout. Did y'all see that? He joined the Alphabet Mafia basically just to get clout. He's sacrificing his son on the altar of clout for the system. And also, I think he's living vicariously through that nigga. He wants to be gay, and so he's living through what he wanted to do, or what he may want to do. He's living through that. He's living through his kid. But this is insane. And so the kid's mom came out and said that, like, yo, he's pushing her. He's pushing our son towards this lifestyle at 12. If they want to do it at 18, let them do it at 18. But why are you trying to push it on them at 12? This surgery at 12. You know why? Because if this little nigga gets surgery, it's a bunch of endorsements lined up for him. As far as cosmetics and clothes and all of this and that bullshit. They got the bag waiting on him. As soon as they get out the surgery table, like, nigga, you see the bag? When you can be sitting on the surgery table. You see the bag over there? Oh, yeah. Be cutting all this shit. Cutting all the shit off. But the bag is ready. As soon as you do the hacky swipe, they got the bag waiting on him. So that's Dwayne Wade trying to get into the upper echelon and is virtue signaling with his daughter, with his dude. He got me calling the motherfucking daughter. Get the fuck out of here. His son that he trying to turn into a daughter. He virtue signaling with that. So, man, it's crazy where they're trying to push this world, but I would say, because the way he told it was when he said his son came to him at 12 and said that he might want to be this. He said, okay, well, what do we need to do? We started asking around Gabrielle Union's TV show. We started asking her friends. You started asking Hollywood weirdos, motherfucker, about what you should do with your son who's confused, who's saying that they may feel a little feminine right now. You asking these weirdo motherfuckers? That's how his son became a daughter. Is because he was guided by them Hollywood weirdos, which, he want to be in them damn rooms, them parties, which he already is, and took the advice of them. And then he said, then he was on the red carpet, and he said, the reporter, I just want to thank you for what you're doing with your daughter. How do you manage and the parenting? Well, you just want to sit back. When they come to you, and they express this type of thing, you just want to sit back. Nigga, I don't even got kids, and I know you don't sit back when your kid comes to you confused. You don't sit back and let the kid run everything. Well, shit, let them pay the bills. Let them pay the bills, goddammit. Let them drive to the store. Why don't you let them do any of that shit? If they can't do any of that, let them go buy some liquor. Let them drive the car. Let them do all of that. If they're grown enough for you to sit back and let them fucking run their own life at 12, then shit, why they staying with you? Shouldn't they have their own crib? It is the absolute dumbest shit ever that a child can't even rent a car until you like 18 to 21 in some states. But you can hack off your goddamn genitals at 12, and we call that healthcare? All right. So Dwayne Wade is full of shit. And he was one of the dopest basketball. He was my man. D Wade was off the chain. I used to love Dwayne Wade, man. God damn. Still love him as the basketball player. Can't take that away from him. Nigga still one of the dopest basketball players ever. So I can compartmentalize this new Dwayne, whatever the fuck he is, and Flash. The Flash used to be on the basketball court because that nigga was off the chain. The Flash from the NBA, that nigga was gangster. So shout out to the Flash, Dwayne Wade, and fuck this new Dwayne Wade. So the last thing I want to talk to y'all about is Black Adam. Did y'all see Black Adam yet? Spoiler alert, y'all. Spoiler alert. We're about to break down Black Adam real quick. So, if you don't want to hear about it, I'm not going to say how it ended. I'm just going to break down what the story is about. So, if you don't want to hear it, get out. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, here we go. Black Adam, right? So, Black Adam. Where does Black Adam come from? Black Adam is DC, right? So again, the cats who were at DC also. So you had Jack Kirby also, who was at DC and Marvel. He's responsible for pretty much damn near half of everything at Marvel, and a lot of most stuff, not most stuff, but a good third of the things at DC. So, but he was an Egyptologist and a Sumerologist. So he studied ancient history, right? So this is where this is what I try to tell you, where your history is being usurped. Excuse me, who you were in history is being usurped and fantasized into some bullshit where you'll never connect the two, right? They call him Black Adam. Who was Adam? Adam was the first person on Earth, right? Supposedly created from God in the Garden of Eden, right? Adam. Black Adam, which showed you the first person in the world that was on the earth was supposed to be black, right? What they call black. But Black Adam, right? So what was his true name? His true name is actually Teth Adam. Teth. All right, Teth Adam. What is Teth Adam? Teth is Hebrew for ninth. It's the ninth letter in the Hebrew. So if you know Hebrew, Hebrew is also numbers and letters. So it's the ninth letter in the Hebrew alphabet, but it's also the number 9. What is the number 9? Number 9 is you. It's a vibration. It's creation. Number nine is the number of creation. That's you. That's what you vibrate on. You guys need to start vibrating to the number 9. I promise you, your life will change instantly if you start vibrating to the number 9. That is your number. You are what's called 9 ether beings. The number 9 is you. It's creation. It's the most powerful number, mystical number in all of numbers. It's the only number that stands by itself. The only number that stands by itself. No matter what you put it against, 9 will be by itself, and that other number will be the same. So, Black Adam or Teth Adam is 9th Adam. 9 Adam, meaning creation. The atom of creation. Y'all better start putting this shit together. So, Adam, or Black Adam, where does he get his powers? So, if you've seen the movie that just came out, so apparently, Black Adam first was, so this is in the movie. In the comic and the movie is a couple of different things, right? How they do it. So in the movie, so if you've seen Shazam, let's go to Shazam first. If you've seen Shazam, that movie, Shazam gets his powers from the ancient Egyptian gods, right? Some ancient Egyptian gods. So in the Black Adam movie, supposedly, and also in Shazam, Black Adam got the powers first. Right? Black Adam got the powers first from the ancient Egyptian gods, Kemetan gods, really, not Egyptian. But he got the power first, and then they said he abused it. He abused his power, his God power. So then they took it from him and imprisoned him. Then, all along, later on down the line, here comes this Caucasian guy who says, hey, can I get those powers? And so now, he has usurped those powers, and now he's using them basically because he felt that he would be able to use the powers better than we did, right? So this is the storyline behind the Black Adam, right? So, but in the comic book, supposedly Black Adam got his name, got his powers from the Greek gods. So did Shazam, but then they came and changed it. So in the book, Black Adam gets his name from the Kemetan god Shu, which is like the god of air and wind and stuff like that, which represents knowledge, consciousness. Horus. So basically, Shazam is an acronym. Shazam, right? So it's an acronym. So the S is for Shu, the H is for Horus, the A is for Amun or Amun, which is the hidden, Amun-Ra. You know who Horus is. Horus is the sun. And also the bird head. The Z stands for Zehuti, which is really Tahuti, but they just changed it to a Z, or Jehuti. So, which is Thoth, the god of also wisdom, knowledge and wisdom. And then Atan, the other A is for Atan. Atan is the sun, or the Aten is they say Aton, but it's Aten, which is the sun disk, the Aten. And then the M is for Mehen, Mehen, M-E-H-E-N. Mehen is a serpent, the coiled serpent, which represents, again, consciousness, right? So all of these things I see in here, light is consciousness, which gives him his powers. Shu, right? The S, Shu, wind, represents mental. Again, if you understand your astrology, it represents the mental signs. So Horus, the sun, light, represents consciousness, enlightenment. Amun is the hidden. So when you say Amun-Ra, Amun-Ra is the hidden force, the underlying spiritual force behind all things, right? Zehuti, Tahuti, the god of wisdom, knowledge, all the writing and all of that, consciousness, knowledge. Atan, the sun, again, enlightenment, and Mehen, which is the coiled serpent, which again is enlightenment. So nigga, you see the through line here? What made you gods was knowledge, consciousness, enlightenment. These niggas are killing you with your own shit. And I'm gonna tell you, who produced these movies, who make these movies? It would be the Khazars. Just saying. The Khazars make these movies. So, but they don't want you to know that shit. And then you also got the lightning bolt, because your power is electricity, right? Because of this right here, vibration, electricity. This is copper. This is copper within your skin. Copper and magnets create electricity. You have electromagnetic field around your body. The copper and the magnetism creates electricity. That's why you have electromagnetic field around your body. And just so you know, everyone has melanin in their body, which is why they have an electromagnetic field. Most people, it's called neuromelanin, melanin that surrounds the nervous system. So everyone has melanin. That's why they have electromagnetic field. So everyone has a little copper in their body. So as you see, enlightenment, and then they said he took that power and misused it. So they had to take it from him and imprison him. Like yo ass. The Dragon Moor. The Dragon Moor was the nigga who misused the knowledge. And I'm going to do a breakdown on the history on House of the Dragon and Phoenix and the Dragon. It's a whole thing I'm going to do because I have to re-educate you niggas on the Dragon Moor and the Phoenix Moor. I have to tie that into the House of the Dragon and Lord of the Rings. So I have to break all of that down. But going back to Black Adam, so he was imprisoned because he misused the knowledge. Right? The Dragon Moor misused the knowledge. They would get the information and start smacking the shit. Pay me my money, baby. Where my money, nigga? Hey, girl, you got a fat old booty, girl. Hey, I need your wife for my harem. Thank you. So that's how the Dragon Moors was. They would go smack you up, right? So they misused the knowledge. We held on to the knowledge. We hoarded it. We didn't teach anyone. So that left. Again, if you don't teach your kids how to take care of the house, what's gonna happen when you come home? The house is gonna be fucked up, right? If you don't teach them how to clean it and take care of it. That's what happened with the Moors. They didn't teach the children of the world, of the earth, how to take care of it. We didn't teach them the sciences. We didn't teach them all this because we were trying to control them and slave them out. So that's where your fuck up was. That was your ancestors' fuck up. So that's Black Adam. Misused the knowledge, got imprisoned, basically was the villain. He was the evil guy, right? Again, and he's in the black, the black dragon. And then again, he uses electricity. Throughout the movie, his greatest power is electricity. Just so y'all, I'll let y'all know. Then you go to Shazam, the other Shazam, the Caucasian Shazam. Now he gets his powers from the Greek gods, right? So his Shazam is from Solomon. Solomon. Where is Solomon from? Solomon is Hebrew. The original Hebrews are, I thought they were melanated people. So Solomon would be, okay. So Solomon, Hercules, which is Horus in Kemet. They just repurposed it. Right? So you got Solomon. Solomon is the sun. Solomon is really three things. On, which is three forms of the sun. Sol, and On are all sun gods in ancient times, right? Solomon. Then you got, like I said, Hercules. That's the H, which is again Horus. Then you got Atlas. Atlas, we've seen Atlas, the Greek motherfucker, holding up the globe on his back. He's holding up the world, right? So who was Atlas? Atlas was supposed to be the first king of Mauritania, the Moors, where you got Morocco and all West Africa. That's what they say. And he invented the globe. This King Atlas invented the globe, which is why you see this nigga holding the globe on his back, right? But it's also the name of a mountain. Really the symbology comes from the mountain. There's a giant mountain over there in the region. It's called Atlas Mountain. And through people, because they didn't have better ways to explain certain things, so a mountain looks like it's holding up the sky. When you see a giant big ass mountain and you look up at the sky and the sky is not falling down on you, it might look like the mountain is holding the sky up, right? So this is where they get Atlas holding up the earth and all of that shit. So that's Atlas. That's the A. So S-H-A. And then the Z is for Zeus. We know Zeus is Osiris in Kemet. Achilles. That's one of the Greek gods. Achilles was, and who was Achilles? Um, I think he was like a sort of a representation of Horus as well, and somebody else. Somebody can find the other representation of Achilles, but he was also a representation of Horus. And then Mercury, that's the other A is Achilles. The other M and the M at the end is Mercury, right? Mercury was Thoth again. So you got all these gods going all the way back still to where? Kemet, or in your Kemetan in your African cultures. So altogether, Shazam, basically the enlightenment, the knowledge. If I say Shazam, that's when the lightning bolt strikes you, and I am enlightened, and I become this God being of enlightenment, right? So that's your shit. They have taken it. In the movie, there's a dude named what's my name? Damn, I forgot my name, the dude's name already. Dr. Somebody put it in the chat. I forgot my nigga's name. Pierce Brosnan. Dude, I've been thinking about so much. I forgot my man's name. What was his name? Somebody got it. Dr. Come on, Brian. Somebody put it in there. What's my man's name? No, not Dr. Strange. He's DC's Dr. Strange. Dr. Fate. Thank you. Dr. Fate. So he's DC. Him and Dr. Strange are supposed to be the same type of character, right? So I love Dr. Strange. Dr. Strange and Spider-Man are my two favorite top twos, right? Because Dr. Strange deals with consciousness. His knowledge, his power, his knowledge comes from higher consciousness. So does Dr. Fate, though. Dr. Fate, his symbol is an Ankh. Right here. So Dr. Fate gets his power from a helmet. It's an alien helmet who basically uses an avatar. He uses bodies as an avatar. So this motherfucker's like thousands of years old, right? So that nigga was actually the dopest character in the movie, really. And so, but he representing this Ankh on his chest. Who is he representing with the Ankh on his chest? All this is about you. And Black Adam comes from Kemet. His origin, place of origin is Kemet. This is all about y'all, man. If y'all don't see this, but they've taken these histories and said, hey, that would look great on me. I don't know about you, but that would look great on me. This cape is icy, man. It's so fucking awesome. Test this cape out, bro. Like shit. Which is why I tell you, you superhero, this right here. This is a brother with brother superheroes. Letting you know. I don't even know if he knows our history like that, but it's flowing through him. It's coming back. So we don't have to play up on the plagiarism of our ancient cultures in order to win like that no more. You can again support your own. Go to rippaverse.com and get these are going to be collector's items, y'all. This is the very first rollout, the very first edition, the very first one. So when they start doing 10, he gets up to fucking copy, number 100. You can have number one. That thing's gonna be worth. I mean, one of the first. It's only 2 melanated comic book companies right now, and the other one is not doing anything. The other one tried to shit on him because he was getting such support from people. They tried to say that he was a right-wing supporter and all this and that type of stuff. He ain't none of that. Nigga's a libertarian. Libertarian means you do what you do, I do what I do, and don't fuck with me. That's what a libertarian is, just so y'all know. It's not a right-wing type of person or a left-wing. Libertarian means, hey, government need to stay out of my shit. Government need to stay out of your shit. You stay out of my shit, and I'll stay out of your shit. And that's what a libertarian is. Don't mess with me, I won't mess with you. So that's what he is, and he is mashing out. But those ancient superheroes are you. And they've created they've built a worlds off of ancient history. Not just your ancient history, it's the ancient history that you have in connection with them as well. Them overcoming what they deem as the oppression of the Moors. That's what Lord of the Rings is about. So this is all about you. Unless you start learning and understanding that they're making money off of you, the puppet masters, they have been controlling from the back for the longest. And if you want to change this shit, you're going to have to come up out of it and take the titty out your mouth. Take the ball out your mouth. You got to do it. You got to take the scrotum sack out your mouth. Stop massaging. You got to start doing that. You got to say, all right, look, I don't need your shit. I'm going to go over here with do this for me. I don't need your shit, because that's what they'll do. They can't create anything. Do you understand that? You are the creators. All the product is made by you. Anything. No matter what it is, you can always keep coming up with shit. They are the distributors, but you don't need them to distribute your creativity. You can do that yourself, especially in this time. But you got to learn the rules to the game, and this Tuesday is a major push for that. So please get out there and get your shit. You already know. Come on. Get your shit, y'all. Constitutional rights card, qualified immunity card. Where is my shit? Oh, man. Lost my card, y'all. But you already know. I forgot the Constitution. I don't know what a constitutional rights card is, but this is it right here. Oh, can't find it. But right here, just picture the constitutional rights card. Constitutional, here, I got it. Here it is. So, constitutional rights card, this lets the police officers know what your rights are, what will happen when they violate those constitutional rights. That qualified immunity card notice, that lets them know where you get, that they'll lose that qualified immunity if they violate your constitutional rights when they do it on camera. So that, excuse me, when you alert them, they're in violation of doing it. So get them on camera doing it, boom, keep these in your car. I don't answer questions right off the bat. And I'm telling you right now, people are learning their rights. It is starting to go viral. Everybody is being on this. Even cats who are just watching side videos, they're owning police officers. We are watching this every week in the police stop law class. We are seeing this. So you can do it too. There's no reason that everybody else can do it and you can't do it. You just need to start. And this is where we're moving to. If you don't know how to assert your rights, especially in this new coming age where they're trying to flip everything, sorry, I can't say nothing else for you, y'all. But I am helping you. So this is right here, starts right here. This is the base thing you need to know, how to get the police off your ass so you can move freely through the system. But you can't do that if you don't know how to deal with the popo. So this right here teaches you everything you need to know about traffic stops and Terry stops, which are traffic stops on foot. Right here, sit down with your children, make them do book reports, goddammit. This is the time for that right now. It ain't no damn, this can't be an easy time right now, y'all. This is not a relaxed time, it's not an easy time. You gotta work hard right now and then see where you come out on the other end of the tunnel. But right now, you gotta mash the hell out because they're mashing the hell out against you. So right here, get the damn book. They wanna keep messing with you. Right here, public official bonds. Police officers have of public official bonds or police insurance for when they violate your constitutional rights or violate the law or harm the public at large. They have to pay a fee. They have to pay for that. And it's tied to their oath to the Constitution. So when they violate those constitutional rights, you get paid per constitutional violation if you know how to go after them. And that's going to be knowing the laws right here that are in the back of this damn book, where to go find those laws to tell you how to get the bond or the insurance. They may have insurance and not a bond. It may be either or, but you need to know what it is. And these are the state laws that tell you what it is and how to go get it. So right here, public official bonds book, get back at them when they violate your constitutional rights. And then bam, come on, y'all. Learn your law. Get these damn cards for your chillings. Sit them down. Make them give you a little small book report on half of it every other day. Come on. This is the time. Law and government. This gives you this gives you an introduction into the law, the government of the United States of America. Sorry, everybody in other states. We don't have any cards for anybody in other countries yet, but for America, this is law and government right here. Get your introduction. And these are volume 1 and volume 2 on the police stop flashcards. Right here, these are the basic things that you need to know and tell the police to get them off your butt when they pull you over so they don't violate your constitutional rights, which they do 9 out of 10 times when they pull you over. Stop them from doing it. You can do that. Have this sitting in your car. Let them roll up and see police stop flash cars. Have this sitting on the dash when he roll up. See what kind of conversation you get if you see this sitting on the dash. Police stop flash cars. Come on, y'all. Change the game. This is right here. And then, boom, you know, we got the cupcake exemption cards. The crack scene exemption cards. This is the religious. So if you are against aborted fetal Charmin in the cupcakes, then you can get this because, excuse me, there is aborted fetal Charmin in the cupcakes. That's been proven. So this is your religious exemption right here. They cannot deny that. People have already won lawsuits against them for this. So this works right here. And then right here, this lets them know that they're liable for every second that the cupcake is in your system. Excuse me. If you're only required to be on the clock for what, a maximum of 12 hours. That means all the other time that cupcake stays in your system, they're liable for that. They're liable for that. If they're holding your job under duress, which means if they're holding your wages if they're holding your wages hostage, then that's under duress or coercion. So right here, and then if you can see, I can't know if I can show y'all. Damn, I can't really see. See, these right here is all of the adverse effects by the cat right here, right? And so this lets them know what that is. So I'm throwing both of these because I ran out of books, and so I wasn't able to send everybody book last week. So if you order today, tomorrow, Monday, or Tuesday, and maybe a little early in the morning Wednesday, because that's when I mail the books. I'm gonna mail them on Wednesday. I get the books Tuesday. So if you're able to get an order in before then, I will still put these in there. This was supposed to end in October, but because I don't have any books, I ran out of books. I'm extending it to just this Wednesday. So both of these, you will get both of these in the book, in the package, if you order the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy, realnoggins.com. Or if you just want the package by itself. Oh, also, remember, they come with the notices. They come with these notices right here so that you can hand your boss. And also the P.F. Heiser Bakery Report. This is the most important thing that you can have right here. This is their own report on how the cupcakes didn't work in their own laboratory test trials and how many people kicked the bucket in the first 4 days. They cannot force you to get anything if the people who created the cupcake, their own report says 1,223 people kicked the bucket in the first 4 days. How can they make you get the cupcake? They cannot. So boom, all of this comes with it right here. And then if you just want that, if you want it by itself, go to knowyourrightsfoundation.org. But if you want the whole package and the two notices in your package, you got to get the hard copy before Wednesday morning. Because if I'm going about 8 or 9 o'clock Wednesday morning, West Coast time. So whatever that time that is for you, if you get the damn order in before then, I can get you one of these. All right. That's it for me, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. Make sure y'all hit everybody up that I told you about. Weed juice, Timmy Tight Chop, weed juice, Beal sauce. Make sure y'all go and hit the Beal sauce up. You already know the Ripperverse. Get that ice and get this. These are collector's items, baby. This is an awesome thing that came out. The brothers are doing it. This is professional. This is Marvel DC quality. Better. This is better than their shit. Actually, the quality of it. This is crazy. So shout out to them. Make sure y'all get that. And then Shepherd Sweets. Make sure y'all go and get that damn sweet potato cake. That's the greatest thing ever. That shit is all. Dom, I love you, man. Hey, hey, Nick, look here, man. Let me tell you something. I know if your ass was healed, it would have been a fight to the death for this cake. However, because your heart is is working like a now later. I was gonna have you, babies, but shout out to Shepherd Sweets, shepherdsweets.com if you want the cake. Everybody, appreciate you. Thank you for supporting everybody I have here, all the melanated businesses. Thank you for supporting me and the super chats. Love everybody. Shout out to the mods, everybody in the moderators thing right there. Conspiracy T. I hope you gave him some good conspiracy links, and I'm out of here. Peace, y'all.